Okay, it is December 11th, 2014. Hey, come here, girl. Come here. Get back over here. Kendra. She's my dog right now, but we're hoping that she'll be accepted with the assessment test as my service dog. I'm going to, for those who don't know enough or haven't seen me in years, spent 15.5 years in the Marine Corps after high school, medically discharged, and starting to move on with a couple of other things going on in life right now. This PTSD thing is really kicking me in the teeth right now, so one of the ways to try to get through that and as a tool to help me out is to train a service dog. Service dogs are not cheap by any stretch of the imagination. So I got my hands on Kendra here. She'll be a year old in February. But in order to start the training program, I have to submit my application, and then we have a separate application process and assessment for her. In the application process for mine, long story short, is basically comes down to this letter. And so it can't be a handwritten letter or anything like that. Is that good? Or it can't be a handwritten letter. It actually has to be this letter here. It can't be a personal handwritten letter from anybody unless you've got additional comments. But the point is anybody who may be out there willing to support and not looking for money or anything like that, I'd like you to contact me back on Facebook. Let me know that you'd be interested in helping me out. And I have to have reference letters from people that are not family. So anybody else who I'm not related to by blood, you can contact me. Let me know if you'd be willing to fill out a reference letter here. And literally the reference letter, just so you guys know, it's your name, phone number where they can reach you at, address, email, asking how long you've known me, what your relationship is to me, and then it asks two things. Do you think that the applicant would benefit from the services of a service dog? Sorry, more than two things here. Another part of that same question is, do you think this applicant has the ability to handle the dog in public? And does this applicant have the ability to care for the dog in times of stress? To answer that question, since you're not here, yes, I can, because my wife is the one that's actually holding the video camera right now, and she takes care of me. And got my 4-year-old son upstairs, which he does his own way of taking care of the family dog. The second questions are, have you observed the applicant interacting with animals, and what have you noticed about their relationship? I know it's hard for anybody to really be able to assess this. It doesn't matter if I went to high school with you or anything like that, because you guys don't know me. You haven't seen what I've been like since I joined the Corps, what I've been like since I got back from Iraq or anything like that. I'm not asking you to lie. I'm just asking you to be honest. If you think you can help out with this, hit me back on Facebook with a message, give me your address or an email address so I can scan this, send it to you, and you can send it back to me, and I can move forward. We're going to try to have her, Kendra, ready to go for an assessment by the turn of the year, and hopefully start in the Soldier's Best Friends sometime right after that. But it depends on her temperament, how she does. I'm a little concerned about that, but my wife seems to be pretty confident to think that everything's going to go pretty good. So I'm trying to look on the bright side of things. But each time I look on the bright side of things right now, it feels like I'm getting kicked in the teeth. So Anyway, if you guys are willing to, I really appreciate any help from anybody who'd be willing to, like I said, not asking for anything else. I'll email you the simple letter or mail it to you, whatever the case is. Like I said, fill it out, send it back, and that's it. You know, 5 minutes of your time, if that's okay with you guys. So, I guess that's about it. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it. Hey guys, it's Will. Um, it's December 11th, 2014. It's almost 10 o'clock. And made a video a few minutes ago about my dog that I'm planning on training to be a service dog, Kendra. But then I realized too that I forgot to provide a little bit of background for anyone else who may be looking at information about SBF, or Soldier's Best Friend. Let's see. Basically, it's an application process. It's a two-part process: one for the veteran and one for the dog itself. If I'm bringing a dog with me of my choice. They do also pair up veterans with dogs that are pulled out of shelters and rescued from shelters, so that the veteran can have a dog and they don't have to go out and find a dog for themselves. As you can see her in the background, provided temperament classes go good, then she's going to be mine. But service dogs can be extremely expensive. Starting prices can be anywhere around about $20,000, and I've heard them go as high as $40,000 to $50,000. That's a lot of money. But there's a lot of time that's put into training dogs to be able to respond and engage in activities that are specific to a disability. Okay, I've been in touch with SBF for a few weeks now, and they seem to be a great organization. I don't know. I'm not an expert on the organization or anything, but I guess I'm adding this video to the other part of the video for any other veterans that are out here in the Arizona area, which is where I'm at, to give them to give SBF a chance and see if they might be able to help you out. I spent 15 and a half years in the Marine Corps. I've been a few places overseas, including Iraq. Iraq was my last overseas tour of duty in 2005, and was medically released from active duty in 2007. Retired out in North Carolina, moved to California, lost my family that I had immediately after crossing the state line in California, and that's literally, that was basically the meal ticket to get her back to her home where she wanted to be, and as soon as she found her place, that was it. And while some might see that as a pretty jacked up thing to do, considering what she had to put up with me, from me when I got back, between what she was doing and what the Corps was doing to me, surprised she stuck around as long as she did. So, she went her way, I went my way. Some time went by, got remarried, got a 4-year-old son now, and my wife now, living out here in Arizona, and it's been a struggle more often than not. You feel like you get kicked in the teeth so many times, you know, and so while I try not to focus on that, it's hard not to. So I guess I'm making this video too for some of the people that I graduated with from high school. The only reunion I ever actually wanted to to try to make and was going to take leave for was the very first one. And I, by the time I found out the reunion was going on, I had just received orders. I was at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, with Tank Battalion, and I had just received orders that I was going to Okinawa, Japan, for a year, and was not going to make the reunion. And each time since then, a reunion's been scheduled. I haven't been able to make it. I think there's only one time that I could have made it if I would have really pushed it, but then things were going crazy again, and decided no, it was just I wasn't going to be able to make the trip. So who knows? I've been out now for 8 years. Sometimes it feels like it's 8 days, and I don't know. Things get kind of crazy. I remember in high school, one of the things I keep telling my wife is how things started to turn around for me during my junior year when I decided to run cross country and still play in the band, which is a decision that totally pissed off my parents. Dad, I don't think he cared too much either way, but Roberta was, yeah, to say a step shy of being supportive would be a massive understatement on that. And the following year, senior year, to decide to run cross country and no band at all, that was the beginning of my downhill slide as far as they were concerned. Joined the Corps after that, and haven't really been in touch with a whole lot of people back in Pennsylvania ever since. So anyway, this goes out to let some people know what SBF is like, about the organization. Like I said, I think I touched on it a bit. It costs nothing to the veterans. Any dogs that are provided from shelters, all the medical costs and cost of food and everything is provided by the nonprofit organization of SBF. But as soon as the dog is paired up with the veteran immediately assumes responsibility. They stay together, they train together, and training can last up to, I don't know what the minimum time is. I've heard it could be as little as 6 months, but it usually lasts up to about 2 years, a little over 2 years, depending on what the disabilities are and how specific it is. So I think that covers it. And like I said, I wanted to give a bit of a shout out to some people, class of 91. I feel really, really old just saying that right now. But I've been in touch with Marty. What's up, man? And a couple of videos that I had posted online on my Facebook account, which is where this is going to go to, besides my YouTube account. And that is that he responded back and said, "Hey, it's pretty cool to see. It's actually kind of cool to actually see you in the video." And I thought that was pretty cool for him to say that. So that's the reason why I'm making this video. I'm also starting a brand new Straight Talk YouTube channel. It's a YouTube channel called Will's Straight Talk, and that's exactly what it is, Straight Talk. Just calling it as I see it, and that's about it. So if you get a chance to, if you stumble upon the videos or something like that, stumble across the channel, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Anyway, that's about it. I'm going to put these couple of videos together and get them online, get them posted. All right, thanks guys. Later.